Welcome to another edition of Helmets Off. I'm your host, Scott Mitchell. Helmets Off is now on. Tell you who's on. He is on one heck of a winning streak, and that's Kyler Murray. Here's a guy who's the 9th pick of the Major League Draft, signs roughly a $5 million agreement to play just one more year of football until he goes and plays baseball for the Oakland A's. Well, in that year, he becomes the best football player in America, wins the Heisman Trophy, and now he's decided that he wants to go and possibly play in the NFL draft, or in the NFL. So he's allowed himself or committed to go get drafted. Hey, I'm here. Sign me up. So he's going through that whole process. It's going to be kind of a challenge because spring training is during the draft process. It's during all of the combine, and he needs to go and he needs to start playing. But he's been enamored. He's been smitten by the allure of playing quarterback in the National Football League. I get it. I understand. I really do. I was a really good baseball player in high school, played a year in college, and then just decided I couldn't do both. I don't know how he does both. As a quarterback, I really don't know how he does both. Let's just talk a reality lesson here. All right. I know he's dynamic. I know he's been amazing in college. I'm not seeing an every down, everyday NFL player who is going to last the next 12 years, 14 years, simply because he's much better at being a runner than being a thrower. If you want to be a great NFL quarterback and someone who lasts, you've got to be able to make all of the throws. You can't just do a few, you got to make all of them. I'm not convinced that he's a guy that actually can make all the throws. So if I'm Kyler Murray, as Deion Sanders says, I'm taking the bat and I'm going and I'm never looking back. And I think it's a wise choice. If he was my son though, and I was giving him direction, I'd say, you know what? You got to make everyone believe you're going to go play football. And all this is, it's just about leverage. He's trying to leverage the very best position for himself no matter what. It doesn't hurt to go experiment, to examine, to see where he ends up. If he's a second or third round draft choice, it's probably not worth it for him to go into the NFL right now. Or maybe he just gets drafted by a team and then he just sits on the sideline for a while. And he kind of, he goes plays baseball, and he always has that option in his back pocket. I used to say, and that's part of why I went and played baseball in college, was I didn't want to put my eggs in one basket. I wanted to give myself as many options as I possibly could for as long as I could, because until last year, Kyler Murray wasn't really a guy playing football or even quarterback, and he found the perfectly right situation for himself at Oklahoma at the right time. It was a great fit, and he totally maximized his opportunity. So leverage. But at the end of the day, I don't see it happening. All right, Helmets Off is now off. You can text Helmets to 65537. You can follow us on Facebook at Helmets Off Podcast, as well as you can go to Twitter, the @Helmets Off Show. Love to have you there. Rate us, like us, you do all those fun things. And of course, dial us in on that smartphone of yours, because that's where you do everything, probably watching it on your phone right now. And until then, we'll catch you soon.